Hey Raiders, I'm coming to you on Tuesday morning. You're probably going to watch this on Wednesday morning, January 20th, day of the inauguration. So as you see in the background, I am right here at the Capitol. Think about you guys. I miss you, but you have an exciting day. You get to dive into ancient Mesopotamia today. So I'm going to wrap up this portion right now. I'll meet you here in a second, talk more about ancient Mesopotamia. Love you, mean it. Hey Raiders, I'm at a little bit different position. I'm actually kind of head on to the Capitol. If you can make it out, you can even see the banners where you'll see President-elect Joseph Biden take his swear his oath, and where the inauguration will actually happen. This is the portion of the Capitol that I'm standing on right now. So naturally, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about ancient Mesopotamia. When you look at the slides and you watch, hang out with our friend Hip Hughes one more time today, you're going to catch the grapes of Mesopotamia pretty well. Look at my early slides, you'll see the geography. You see that Mesopotamia is in the cradle of civilization. Remember, Mesopotamia is called the land between two rivers. It's in present-day Middle East, actually present-day Iraq. The Tigris and Euphrates River, they still exist. And I didn't have a chance to ever go to Iraq, but many U.S. service members across the past 2 decades have spent time in Iraq around the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. Also think about the religion of ancient Mesopotamia. They are polytheistic. Poly means many. So Mesopotamians worshipped and believed in many types of gods, a lot of nature type gods. There'd be a god for the rain, a god for the grain, a god for the soil, a god for the sun. So polytheistic. And then achievements. I'm actually not going to tell you about the achievements of the Mesopotamians because I want you to key in and think about and discover for yourself some of the achievements that come out of ancient Mesopotamia. So that's G, R, and A. Let's see where else I can move today and tell you a little bit more about the grapes of ancient Mesopotamia. Hang in there. See you in a second. Hey, y'all, one more time. A little bit more about the geography of ancient Mesopotamia. You think about where it's located, and I got a picture of them on my slides of what is the Middle East. And actually, try to see it with your eyes. It almost looks like an angel. A lot of times the Middle East is referred to as the angel of the Middle East. Can you see it's kind of like an angel bowing its head in prayer? There's a head, there's the body, and then there's the wings. Try to see that with your eyes. If you can't see it, maybe you can Google angel of the Middle East, and and there'll be something that can show you an outline, or just flip through the slides and you see the countries, and then just try to let your eyes see the angel of the Middle East. One more thing, I want to talk about the people group called the Sumerians. Sumerians are actually the first named people group in ancient Mesopotamia. You wouldn't actually say I'm from Mesopotamia. It'd be like saying I'm from the Southeast, or I'm from the SEC country, if you will, right? SEC football is life around here. No, you wouldn't say you're from Mesopotamia, but you would say I'm from Sumeria, or I am a Sumerian. And then as you look at the Sumerians, you're going to see a lot of their achievements. Again, I'm trying not to give you all the answers. I want you to dig into it and get some of those answers for yourself. So I'm real curious to see what you come up with the achievements for the Sumerians. You'll be surprised. We use a lot of them still today. Now, think about today in 2021, our achievements are a little different. We're talking about 5G, Google, trying to send someone to Mars. Well, the achievements of the ancient Sumerians and the achievements that come out of ancient Mesopotamia, a little more commonplace, a little bit more basic, but they're very crucial to our life, and they set the stage for the achievements of that we're still able to accomplish today. So, gonna keep walking around the Capitol area and check in with you guys one more time before we get out of here. See you later. Hey guys, coming to you from the other side of the Capitol now. One last thought: don't forget to do your Mesopotamia color sheet. Right, I know I'm standing at the United States Capitol and talking about a Mesopotamia color sheet. So my last thought on Mesopotamia: remember, I want you guys to remember, real serious here for a second. When you see the National Guard, I want you to remember we're here to help. And that's exactly why I'm here, and that's exactly why 25,000 of my closest friends are here in America's capital this week. When you see the National Guard, we're here to help. Remember what George Washington said about the transfer of power. He said, what is the most important thing of this grand experiment that we call these United States? It will not be the election of the first president, but rather the election of the second president. A peaceful transfer of power is what will separate this country, the United States, from every other country in the world. And that's exactly what we're committed to here this week, is a peaceful transfer of power. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Go unwrap it. I love you. I mean it. Swanson out. Hey Raiders. Well, grateful I had an opportunity to do a couple things between shifts today. I had an early morning shift, and I'm actually getting ready to go out on an evening shift, again, another shift at the Capitol right now. So what you already watched was class for the day, and there's still a couple more minutes of videos of a couple things I got to do in and around Washington, D.C. today. If you made it this far, you might as well keep watching, because it's I'm going to make it worth your time, I promise. Along with this video, I've posted a couple of inauguration fun facts, various websites, even an activity or two. Totally optional, but I hope you'll want to go look at those type of links. It's a big day in our country. I hope you'll watch the inauguration for one. It'll happen at 12 noon Eastern time. And I hope you'll take a peek at some of those extra inauguration fun fact sheets, just so you understand what you're watching, you understand how significant it is a little bit more. Serious note here, I genuinely appreciate messages from many of you and your families, and I genuinely appreciate the prayers that you have offered for me. 25,000 other of my best friends here in the nation's capital, and most importantly for our country. I really appreciate you praying for our country right now, because it makes a difference. I love you. I mean it. I'll see you when I see you. Hey y'all, one last thought. I'm in the Capitol Visitor Center right now, and you'll see these statues behind me. A little bit of history on those. Every state is allowed to have 2 statues of a famous person from their state. They used to be all housed in what is called Statuary Hall, a little bit more central in the Capitol. However, think about it, 2 statues, 50 states, that's 100 statues, and Statuary Hall was literally sinking into the ground. So they have now repositioned some of these statues elsewhere in the Capitol, and that's why some of them are in the Visitors Center now. So if you've seen some of these pictures in recent days, this is actually the room where National Guard soldiers were sleeping. They're taking a break from their shift, and actually just left a different place where soldiers are now taking a break. So just wanted to give you that little nugget on the statues here in the Capitol. The more you know, now you know. Supreme Court, pretty cool. There she is. Washington Monument. See if we can get closer. I doubt it, but that's Washington Monument. Hey Raiders, I'm off shift at the Capitol and have a chance to see Washington, D.C. in the daylight a little bit. Here at Arlington National Cemetery, where over 400,000 service members and their families are buried at this national cemetery. Right here, right behind me, this is the gravesite of President John F. Kennedy. He's buried here also with his wife, and also they had an infant son who died very young, and their infant son is buried here with them as well. What you can see behind me is an eternal flame. This flame was lit by Jackie Kennedy, President Kennedy's wife, in 1963, and it's been lit ever since. She died in 1994, and she joined him here. So this is what I'm standing at right now, the grave of President Kennedy. Above the gravesite, you can see it's called the Residence. This was actually originally in George Washington's family, and after that, by marriage, it found its way into Robert E. Lee's family. Might be confused, Robert E. Lee of the Confederate States, right? The Civil War. And then Robert E. Lee vacated the area, vacated the homestead in 1861, at which time the United States War Department seized the land, the homestead, and the acreage around it. Eventually, starting to bury dead Union soldiers here in the cemetery, and that's how the first soldier was buried in 1863. And well, 400,000 honored burials later, here we are at Arlington National Cemetery. So I'm happy I have a chance to bring this type of history to you guys through my visit to Washington, D.C. as well. It's the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It's as close as you can get right now. It's right there. See the guard walking? I'm here at the gravesite of Aaron Whitman. Aaron was a soldier in my company, the unit I served in at Fort Stewart, and he was killed in Afghanistan in January of 2013. Aaron's the only soldier that I know in Arlington. Out of 400,000 grave sites, Aaron's the only soldier I know who is buried here, and I took this opportunity to stop and visit his grave. I love what's etched on his tombstone here from John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, that he would lay down his life for another. So stop and think about Aaron Whitman here with me. Cliche, but so true. Freedom is not free, and fine Americans like Aaron Whitman are the reason that we live in the country we live in today. There's also a pretty cool tradition here at Arlington, and actually a lot of military cemeteries, national cemeteries, where if you come to visit a friend or someone you know, someone you served with, leave a rock on top of their gravestone. Maybe let them know you've been here, or let others know that you've been here as well. So I'm gonna leave that rock on top of Aaron's stone. Hey guys, I just walked up on another soldier that I knew. I knew Andrew had passed away. He was a cadet in the same company I was back at West Point. I did not know he was here at Arlington. So Captain Andrew Ross, Green Beret. I gotta go. See you.